Welcome back guys to our channel. Take your seat, your drink and get comfy because today we are going to learn everything about dimensions. And if you don't have this drawing which you have drawn in previous video, you can download it in the description box down below. We start with dimension styles. As usual, just type dim style plus spacebar, or you can find it here in Home tab, Annotation panel. Click on this arrow and this icon. Dimension styles are quite complex. In this video, we are going to create metric dimension style, and we will be working in millimeters, not inches or any other unit types. You can set current any styles you see here. Currently, it's ISO 25. Let's make a new one. The name will be our tutorial. In Start With, you can select other styles as template. I'm going to choose ISO 25. However, it really doesn't matter. And Use For is going to be all dimension. Or you can choose linear, angular, or whatever you might need. In our case, it will be all dimensions. Click Continue. We will go through all this stuff. Lines, symbols and arrows, text, and all the other settings. And again, keep in mind that everything will be in millimeters. Let's start dissecting. We jump into the lines. Dimension lines are these lines between the arrowheads. Make everything by layer. This way, it will assume properties of whichever layer is chosen. This way, it's much faster and easier. Always make a new layer for each thing. In this case, we will make a dimensions layer after exploring this. Baseline spacing is spacing between two dimensions, like in this picture. Extension lines are these vertical lines here, again all set by layer. But you can work through all these settings. For example, line type EXT line 1 is for one side of these lines. 2 is for the other side. In line type, you can make a dashed line, dashed and dotted, and etc. Line weight is for making it thicker. Extend beyond dim lines will extend above the dimension lines here. Let's make it 4 and see. I hope you can see the elongation right here. If not, try it out yourselves and you will see. Offset from the origin is the gap between measured object and extension lines like here. Let's make it 4 also. You can see that the gap got bigger. That's our lines setup. Now let's see symbols and arrows. As you can see, you can change arrowheads. In practice, different arrowheads are used for different purposes like architectural, mechanical, structural, and etc. Then we have arrow size. Change it to 3.5. Center marks, it puts a mark at the center. You don't want that. And others should stay as they are. I will make another video for them if needed, of course, because they aren't used much. Let's go to a text. Text style, choose from a text styles you have already made. Text color, I will make it bicolor. Fill color, I advise not using it because it will make an untidy look. Text height, let's make it 4. Text placement, for vertically it's above the dimension line, for horizontally it's centered. You can work through them and make your own preferences. I do like it this way. View direction, if I change it right to left, can you see that it changed upside down? That's pretty handy sometimes. Change it back, we don't need that right now. Offset from dimension line, as name suggests, distance of the text from dimension line. Let's increase it to 1. Text alignment, experiment with them. I mostly choose ISO standard. It's a metric standard where anything that is radius or diameter related has a cranked dimension line. Fit tab, no need to change anything here. Primary units will override any unit setting I may have with my dimensions. unit format will be decimal. Precision, make it with only one decimal. Decimal separator, in some places it's comma, in others it's period. Zero suppression, as the name suggests, remove zeros in the decimal to make it clean. Leading is for zeros on the left before separator, trailing is for zeros on the right after the separator. This one here is for angular dimension, same as in linear dimensions. Alternate units will show another unit format near the main one. All settings are same as primary units. Normally, you don't want to display alternate units unless you work in an international project or something like that where you will have two unit types. Tolerances are needed if you are on metalworking or product design. You might need a method where you have got a deviations of plus or minus 5 millimeters. We don't need that also.
2 hours later.
That's all for dimension style. Phew, that was a lot of boring stuff.
It's time to stop!
Okay, and we have little left for this video. Now we're going to draw and do an actual stuff. And hey, at least this one is interesting, isn't it?
You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not gonna stop there! Just do it! Yes, you can!
This is what I'm talking about. Let's do it! I'm so energetic right now. You can find dimension on the annotate panel in the home tab, or you can go to annotate tab, dimension panel. This one is better because you can choose your layer and style directly here. Dimensioning is very simple. Here we have all the dim commands. This big one here is automatic dim command, but before starting dimensioning, let's make a layer for it. Type layer plus spacebar, make a new layer, name it dimensions, choose red color. Double click to choose the layer. You can choose individual dim commands from here. You have linear, angular, radius, and so on. Easier way is typing dim and enter or spacebar. This is automatic dimensioning. It will most of the times know what to show. If you want radius for circle, just left click on the circle. It will automatically show the radius. However, if you want, let's say, diameter, then you have to type dim plus spacebar, hover over the circle, right click, choose diameter or whatever you need, then left click on the circle and place the dimension. Now let's do it for all others. You might have noticed that text for dim is very small. It's because we have previously made dimension text height 4 mm. Select the dimensions, right click, choose the properties, and here under the text, increase text height to 50 mm. As you can see, it's now bigger, way bigger. But change it back, because we will need that when we will work with annotation. I know, it's time to make a video about this elusive annotation. It's everywhere after all. Do not forget to smash the like button and subscribe. That's it for today. See you in the next video, guys.